Go Kit sneak peek. I know I've been saying I've been getting ready to put it together, but I keep coming up with design changes and we'll get her done before. But here's our Windows tablet. It's got C port for charging and for USB interface. I've got a 4-port expansion for Vara FM, Vara HF. This is the USB running to the 991A. And this here's the for keyboard and mouse. One more open spot here. This here's the cable for the Epic Power Gate to control and monitor battery settings and solar input. This is the DRA 36 sound card. There's 3 adjustment pots in there. The big ones for your audio input signal, and if one of these other 2 are off, Vara FM will tell you which one to turn and what direction it needs to be turned in. FTM 300 number 1. This is the one that's gonna go in the Go Kit. The other one over here is configured for the gateway, and of course the 991A. Radios are mounted up here with speakers pointing at me. Picked up these isolation mounts for added shock protection while it's mounted in the case. Got a couple cooling fans here. Got another one up there that cools my radio during digital use, and I may have to order a couple more, or maybe just a couple more big ones to make sure everything's cool. And I got 2 speakers here for the 300. Now this over here is with the DRA 50. It's a little different. There's a few more odds and ends on the inside, and but they both work just as well for my needs. And that runs off of this computer over here. Dual monitor setup. Been making cable tags. And we got the signal link and multiple tuners. The LDG is for the 991A. The MFJ is the tuner for my FT950, and it's a tuner interface cable for the LDG and 991A. It's not long enough to stretch from where that's at, but this one here is for the Go Kit. Power supplies and local listening radio. RS50, RS35, a battery backup module, and a small MFJ rig runner. This is my Node radio. I need to get back on the air. Moving it to an outbuilding so I can have more space in here. I may end up seeing if I can get the FT 2900 to work. Well, scratch that. I want to set my node up on 440 so that I can use the same antenna and run this IDEN node on 2 meter and the Vara gateway on 70 centimeters. So you can use both radios on one antenna. See what else do I got over here. Got the Gator case, 26-foot MFJ fiberglass pole for the Chameleon MCOM. power gate, some heavy gauge power pole connectors. I ordered this Yaesu speaker, but I don't know if it's going to work with the 991A. The 991A has a mono, and this is a stereo plug. These things I found to be pretty useful, especially for installs. They're cable management, basically double-sided tape, and there's a little loop on there you can use to secure zip ties to make it a clean look, hold everything tight so it's not bouncing around. Also comes with screws so it can be screwed down. Extra power cable for the 991A, so I just have to unplug it, and it'll go directly into the MFJ power strip. I've got a 20 amp power supply, which I know is not enough to run both of those radios, but the radios will be running off battery power. This will only be used to supply charging to the battery, and if the 3 solar panels, and here's the mounts for it, that's something that I still haven't got it finished yet. I need to set them up and see what kind of voltage they're putting out. And then a simple control panel with some, there's an outlet on one and USB plugs on the other to run the Raspberry Pi. One of the checklists one of the checks on the checklist was having an HT and digital capability, so I'll be able to have my hotspot with an FT70, and it will be able to access Fusion, YSF to DMR, YSF to P25, NXDN, and will work out really well. This MCOM antenna, this thing is much nicer than the other one that I had. There's always signals on every band. It hears real well and get excellent signal reports, especially with the MD200 microphone. The 6U Gator case, found gently used, so I didn't have to spring for a brand new one. There's a ICOM sticker on it and a parachute advertisement, which is pretty interesting. I packed parachutes for a couple decades, and know some of the guys that do parachute mobile, but was told this came from a gentleman named Fritz. That'll come in, yeah. Silent Key, may he rest in peace. I hear he's a good guy, so, but that's my project, what I've got so far, and hoping to fit all of this on a electric bike trailer for be my POTA mobile. I've got state parks about 10 miles down the road, and you know, I'm gonna make the best out of it. So thanks for checking it out, and we'll keep you updated when I get everything put in the case. Just looking for the best medium to mount the radios to. I would have just bought a mobile mount, but with it being on a trailer, you know, that's what I got the shock mounts for. I want to mount it, you know, I may end up using metal and just getting some steel and welding my own shelves. So I've been a welder fabricator also for a number of years, and it shouldn't be too hard of a project. Again, thanks for checking it out, NA9LE 73.